Hello everyone! Today we're talking Hogwarts Legacy. We'll be taking a look at the different theories regarding gameplay as well as game lore, and more importantly some clues and hints in both the original and state of play trailers, as well as the behind the scenes portion. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, but enough chit chat, let's get into it. Okay, before we get into the first theory, let's just go over a few things that we already know. We will be starting at Hogwarts as a 5th year student. This is very unusual considering this is our character's first time attending Hogwarts. Generally, we should be starting as a first year. During the state of play, we were finally given an exact date, September 1st, 1890. September 1st is always the start of a new term at Hogwarts. We were then told that a Goblin Rebellion might be starting to form, which would not be the first time a Goblin Rebellion had occurred in this world, but I'll be going over that in a separate video. For now, let's get into the first theory. This theory involves green flames. Throughout the state of play, you might have noticed these green flames as our character was running past or off in the distance. It is suspected that these flames might be some sort of fast travel mechanism throughout Hogwarts. We were told that Hogwarts is a very vast environment with different hidden chambers, rooms, and hallways, so having some sort of fast travel mechanism within it just makes sense. It is possible there is another form of fast travel, but rather than only within Hogwarts, this would be fast travel for the rest of the world. We were shown that our character will be ending up in Gringotts at some point. How we will be able to get there is still a mystery. During the state of play, we were shown this magical room with all these mirrors within it. These mirrors might be how we will be able to travel beyond Hogwarts and even Hogsmeade. This next theory involves a possible class that we could be attending at Hogwarts. During the state of play, we were shown so many amazing things. We were shown the classic, you know these by now classrooms, such as herbology, potions, defense against the dark arts, as well as charms. But what if we didn't see every class that we would be attending? During the behind the scenes portion, we were shown some concept art. This room could possibly be our divination classroom. It is possible we were also shown our divination teacher. During the sorting scene, we can see a character sitting up at the professor's table that might turn out to be our divination teacher. I am interested to see how divination would affect our gameplay. So our next theory will be talking about Quidditch. I know that Quidditch is kind of a controversial topic right now, since we still do not know for sure whether Quidditch will actually be in Hogwarts Legacy. We have been shown a few hints that could possibly be leading towards Quidditch being in the game. For one, we were shown our ability to fly. Now I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything, but it doesn't hurt either. And during the original trailer, we were shown 2 students dressed in Hufflepuff Quidditch robes along with their decorated brooms, seemingly flying off to go play Quidditch. And we were shown a character flying up to us in what looks like Quidditch robes. But that character is not a student. That is one of our professors. We can see that character sitting up at the professor's table during the sorting scene. That teacher will be our flying instructor, and more importantly, could possibly be our Quidditch referee. And also, as our character is walking through the Gryffindor common room, we can spot a golden snitch flying around. Now, whether or not Quidditch will actually be a gameplay feature or our character will only be able to spectate, I think that we can reasonably suspect that we will be seeing some form of Quidditch during our time at Hogwarts. One major gameplay feature is going to be our talents. During the state of play, we were shown 3 of the 5 different talents that we will be building. The Room of Requirement, which kind of gives me a player housing kind of vibe. Stealth, along with some gameplay examples of what that entails. And Core, which stated improves overall effectiveness. 2 of the talents we did not go over. The blue one, which we could expect to have something to do with spells or casting, And the red one, which reminds me of Anakin Skywalker, could possibly have something to do with unnatural spells or dark magic. We were already shown our character having the ability to use one of the unspeakable curses. What if the other two unspeakable curses were also in the game, along with some other unnatural or dark spells? Throughout the original trailer, as well as the state of play, and even in the behind the scenes portion, there was a lot of discussion about the different choices that we are going to have to make during our time at Hogwarts. What if it's possible that we could actually become a dark witch or wizard? My last theory might be the craziest one yet. But what if during our time at Hogwarts, we will be seeing werewolves? If you look back to the character creation example given during the state of play, you can see a transmog option for scars. These scars look like some sort of claw mark. We were also introduced to different companions that we could have, one of them being Sebastian Cello. We are told that Sebastian has a dark family secret. We also saw a cinematic of him with an older gentleman, and Sebastian seemed to be trying to cure some kind of curse. When we are first introduced to Sebastian, he is sneaking around the restricted section, possibly for the same reason. And during the behind the scenes portion, we were quickly shown some concept art. One of them was a picture of what looks like a wolf laying on a table. But looking closer at it, it is actually a werewolf being examined by witches and wizards. Now, I'm not saying that our character or even Sebastian will be werewolves, but I think we could expect to see a werewolf during our time at Hogwarts. Okay, that was the last theory. My next video is going to be going into some more lore facts that you might not know. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more content related to Hogwarts Legacy, definitely hit that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching.